Hi everyone, my name is Hannah and welcome to another reading vlog. I actually completely forgot that I wanted to do this reading vlog because yesterday, as you can see, I got my top braces put on. So I was way preoccupied with that, so by the time I read last night, it was pretty late and it just completely left my mind. The book that I started reading last night is Catherine House by Elisabeth Thomas. It's hard to get it in the frame. I've heard quite a few different things about this book. It's another one of those that people seem to either love it or hate it. Hate it? What the heck? Love it or hate it. I know Books and Lala's book club read this last year, and a lot of the people that read it didn't like it, I guess. I read the synopsis several months ago, and I actually didn't read it when I picked this up at the library. I kind of just wanted to go in with no real expectations. I just knew that it was about someone who gets accepted into kind of like this prestigious kind of college that is very, very secretive. So far, I've read the first 2 chapters, so I'm 72 pages in, and I'm enjoying it so far. It follows the main character, Inez, and she kind of has some secret in her past that she's running away from, which is why when she was accepted to Catherine House, she decided to go. However, she's pretty depressed, doesn't really care about anything, so she's not really actually participating in her studies and is kind of failing out at the moment. The end of the second chapter, though, we finally start to see more of the oddities of Catherine House itself. It seems very cult-ish and deals with some strange technology that seems like brainwashing pretty much to me so far. I guess we'll see how it goes. I think it would be kind of funny if this turned into it was aliens all along or something like that. Well, it is now evening here. I'm not really satisfied with the description of the book that I recorded earlier, so I'm kind of going to go over it again. You might be able to hear my chinchillas eating apple sticks in the background, so sorry for that. In Catherine House, it's a place where you go for 3 years and you have no contact with the outside world and no one in the outside world has contact with you, so you're just completely secluded. You're supposed to just focus on your studies. And the people that come out of this college usually end up doing big things and becoming rich, etc., kind of thing. Most of the story so far is just kind of what Inez does day to day, exploring Catherine House and all the buildings there, kind of wandering around. She's very depressed and doesn't go to classes or anything like that, so she's pretty much failing out at the moment. However, there's this special night for all the first years and has to do with some secret experiments that the college was supposed to have stopped, but obviously are still going on. I read a chapter in the afternoon, so I'm now 3 chapters in. So I think I'm kind of getting to where more of the strange stuff is going to start happening, but I'm really enjoying kind of the mystery of it so far. Hi everyone, today is Saturday and I have a tortie here in my lap. She is being cute. Yeah, cutie tortie. Last night I read 2 chapters of Catherine House. I'm now on page 158, I think it is, and I'm just about halfway through the book. I definitely understand why people say this is not a plot-driven book at all. I'm in Inez's second year at Catherine House, and since they usually spend 3 years there, I'm assuming this is going to be divided into 3 parts. However, we go through the years incredibly quickly. Inez is always talking about how the weather is changing, how it's either getting colder or warmer, what different classes she's taking in the different semesters, her midterms or finals, and time just moves incredibly quick in this book. So for a majority of the book, not much is happening. There's just little blips of things. Someone died and no one knows how this person died, so there really isn't any information to tell, and it just goes oh, we had a memorial, and then moving on. So there's little blips like that to try and keep you interested, but all the in-between times is just alright, I'm going to class, oh well, now I'm skipping class, oh look, the weather's changing, so we have this festival. It's not really much of anything happening. So I think since this is now the middle of the book is where it's starting to drag, because I'm kind of just caring less about like the mystery of the place, as the characters themselves don't really seem to care that much about what's going on. But I am interested to see how the rest of the book goes. Hi everyone, today is Monday and it's actually a sunny day out. Oh my god. Yay, there's sunshine. Let's peek out here even though it's freezing cold. Oh my god. The sun. Yay, blue sky. It's too loud out here though. Oh my god. Anyway, debating on going for a walk for lunch as there's actually sun. It seems like we're headed toward a third lockdown, so we kind of want to enjoy being able to go outside while we can. Yeah. We have a sunshine girl here. Yes, we do. Oh my goodness, look at this sunshine girl. Yeah, you're so cute. So nice and warm. Dirty, dirty window. We are back from our little walk and it's now time to eat some lunch. We don't really have too much, and I have this rosé cider that I was going to give to some friends but couldn't, so I have to drink it myself. And the lunch of champions. Bugles. I'm probably going to have some brioche as well, but I don't know what else to have right now. So this reading vlog is pretty meh because there's not much going on. It's pretty much just me reading and my braces this week, which my braces is a whole other video. So there really isn't much to show in this one. Alright, so I've had lunch, I've cleaned my braces, so let's move on. So, Catherine House. I ended up finishing it last night. I'm going to end up rating this 3 out of 5, but it's definitely different from what I was expecting going into it. However, I definitely see why there seems to be such a divisive response to this book. As I thought, it is divided into 3 sections, where each section is a year that the main character, Inez, is at the school Catherine House. The second year ends up being the most kind of bland and mundane out of the 3. As the first year, everything is like really shiny and new to all the students, and so they're just kind of discovering everything for the first time, and we're getting to know them and Catherine House as well, so it's pretty interesting. And then the third year is more wrapping up whatever loose ends there are for what little plot there is. So the middle just kind of ends up being a drag. One thing for me that I really wasn't expecting is that the voice of Inez is very, very monotone. She's a very depressed individual, and she's running from her past, and she has that I don't care attitude, so nothing really affects her as much as you would think. Things just kind of roll off her back, and she might have an emotional reaction to it at some point, but not right away, and if they talk about it, it's really brief. Another thing I didn't really understand about their life at Catherine House is that it's reiterated again and again and again how difficult the coursework at Catherine House is, how whatever path you choose, like that is your life. It talks about how people do not sleep or eat and instead are studying for days on end. Like, it's just drilled into us that this is the hardest that they will ever work in their entire lives. And they even have their own part-time jobs at Catherine House. Yet with all of this, they are still partying every night, being completely drunk during the day or hungover, or just general goofing off. Like, the sense of time overall feels very strange. We have this, like, responsibility and difficulty of all the courses, like, drilled into the characters, but at the same time, a lot of the book is them just like having casual sex with everyone or going to parties at all hours of the day. And most of the time we don't even really know what time of day it is because they have the most bonkers sleep schedule I have ever seen. And they're like that for 3 years. And I just can't imagine doing that, and I don't know if that's because I didn't have like that crazy college experience or anything, but I don't know how they have time for all the extra stuff if they're like having mental breakdowns from all the responsibilities they have in their courses and work. The genre of this book I also think is kind of misleading. It's supposed to be a gothic horror slash mystery, which I do see the gothic part, as all the rooms at Catherine House are described in pretty big detail, as well as the feelings of the rooms and even the smells. However, I didn't really get a horror vibe from this. Like, nothing was scary, and in my opinion, it leaned more into sci-fi. Also, there wasn't too much of a mystery at all. You can pretty much figure out the secrets of Catherine House in the first year, and after that, there really isn't much else. Even though it's supposed to be a pretty tight-knit and secretive place, on the campus itself, it's pretty open and in your face what they're doing. So it didn't really feel like that big of a mystery in the end, especially that when there are like the reveals, it just confirms what we already know. So overall, this book just kind of goes through the day-to-day lives of Inez and her friend group, where there's kind of blips here and there of a little bit of plot moving forward, and that's about it, really. I did enjoy reading it, even though I feel like I shouldn't. I did like the ending, which I'm very happy for, because if not, I probably would have had to bump it down to a 2. I'm pretty neutral about this book in the end. Like, I enjoyed the experience of it, but I don't think it's something I'm really going to ponder on very long. If you are into major plot-driven books, then this definitely will not be for you. However, if you are more into atmospheric or looking for a specific vibe, then you might like this. The character Yaya is definitely my favorite out of the cast. She's the only one who's like a true friend toward Inez out of everyone. And that's it, really. There isn't much else going on, and it's kind of hard to describe a book where not much actually happens in it. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you later.